Okay, what's up guys? It's Blaze here. I'm back for a very quick or as quick as possible catch-up video for my previous one. So I know that the last one I said that it was supposed to be slow-mo, but it ended up being more about delta time, which is actually really important for the concept of using slow-mo in a game or in an engine like GameMaker or in any game really. So this one is, I'm just gonna try and keep it quick. Excuse me. I won't be using my teacher's voice just because my throat hurts a little bit from actually acting all day yesterday, so I really apologize for that. But let's have a look. Let's get right into it. And if you watched the previous video, and if you haven't watched the previous video, I suggest that you go back and you watch it now. The card will pop up for that. But if you have, then all of this should look familiar. Here we have the only addition that I've made to the actual game controller, or the only difference, the only addition that's important for this video is the player simulation speed that I added in. Now, all this does, just like it says, it's just for the player. It just influences the player itself. There are definitely more elegant ways of implementing slow motion in your game. But this one would be a beginner-friendly way to do it. So I'm trying to make tutorials that are more or less standalone. And so if you guys like how I'm making these videos, then please give me a heads up. Because I do need to know if I'm doing things right or if you guys want me to change something. It's really important that I get your feedback. So please leave feedback. It really helps me grow and make sure that I'm making the right content for you guys. So let's have a look at the player sim speed. Again, all we're really doing is just allowing it to change the speed. Obviously with your game, because your game is probably going to be more complex than a tutorial, rant coming soon by the way, this would look very different, but this is how I'm controlling the speed for now. Just because it is just for a tutorial, or really not really a tutorial. But let's have a look at what the game looks like, or the demo scene, I guess, how it looks. Just let it open. Like I said, your feedback is super important to me. So I really would appreciate it if you guys left some feedback, leave a comment in the comment section below, and leave requests if you have tutorial requests, because I know that I want to create videos for you guys. So anyway, let's have a look at where we are. You can see here that we have a global simulation speed, which is basically the simulation for this Mega Man character that's just running from the left to right. So if I change the simulation speed, again, if you haven't had a look at the previous video, you should. So now the global simulation speed is 50 and he's moving slower. And we also have a player simulation speed, which just affects how fast we move. We, the player, move, and apparently also how fast we shoot bullets. But if we change that back to 1, then the Mega Man starts moving at its regular speed, but we're still moving slowly. So this is how you can implement, slow-mo, bullet time, whatever you want to call it. This is basically how you would do it. So you have a separate speed for the player object, or separate simulation speed for the player, and a separate one for the rest of the world. Again, if you want to expand on that, you can, and there's really no problem with that. So really, all it is a player speed, and it just changes value depending on what you want to happen. What actually goes into the actual logic, how it works, is obviously if you have a projectile or an object, we have, it should be in step. Basically, everything is multiplied by the simulation speed. In this case, we're using the object player. And here we have angle. This is not part of the tutorial. I'm just showing you guys what's making our top-down object. So our angle is set to 0, and then the direction and image angle of the object is affected by angle. In the begin step event, we just have all the inputs. And I put all of the input in the begin step event because I definitely want that to run before we actually react to any of it. So here we have, this is where the slow-mo actually does everything. Our movement speed is multiplied by the actual player simulation speed, multiplied by the delta time. Now, again, if you haven't watched that video before this one, then go back and watch it because I explained delta time and why I use delta time. And of course, if we shoot, then we create a bullet. And we set the bullet to our angle, which again, if I pull up that script from the begin step event, our angle, our object's angle is changed by this line here. This line changes all of the, well, everything in the game. So the point direction, X, Y, sorry, let me explain. Point direction basically takes the position that we are at and the direction that we're going to look towards. And obviously we want our object to look that way. And we want the bullet to move in that direction as well. And then our bullet simulation speed, so the actual shot, how fast it goes, is set to the player's simulation speed. So if our player simulation speed is at half or 0.5, then it will move at half the speed. Now, if we have a look at the object bullet in the create event, we set the speed to 8. So that moves at 8 pixels per second. And really, that's all it does. So our speed multiplied by the simulation speed in the direction that we're headed. If you want to have a look at, if you want to know what any of these functions are, all you have to do is just select it, right click over it, and it tells you, it takes you to the actual documentation, and it does its best to explain how it works. So if you ever get lost and you don't know, just like middle click, highlight the function, like click on the function and then middle click, and it'll take you to the help for that. So with length dir, I wish I could explain it quickly, but basically it just takes a speed, or a speed that you want it to move, and the direction. And that's all been defined by, where is it? In the player's step event, when we created the object. So the bullet's direction is our angle, and the bullet simulation speed is the, well, whatever simulation speed we add in. So that's really it. I'm just gonna check the recording real quick. So 8 minutes, there you go. Very quick slow-mo extension video, I guess. Again, if you haven't watched that previous video, go watch it. The card is there. And yeah, if you have any requests, then just leave a comment below. You know, if you want me to cover like how to make a top-down shooter, I'll do that. If you want me to, I don't know, do some RPG systems or something, I can do that too. If you're using Game Maker Studio 2, you can actually apply a lot of this logic that I've shown you here. In fact, you can apply all of the logic that I've used here. The only difference is that things are just going to look slightly different in Game Maker Studio 2. The reason why you can use that logic in GMS2 is because, well, it's more of a global programming principle. It's not just Game Maker exclusive. But you know, that's for a completely separate day, another time, another place. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. Hopefully, you learned something, and if you have any requests, leave them in the comment section below. What else? Oh, if you liked this video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe to check out all my other content. And also, if you guys want to see any new material, then I am open to suggestions as well. So whether it be gaming videos or whatever, leave a request below, because I want to make sure that I make content that's relevant for you guys, that you guys will enjoy watching and keep you coming back for more. So that's all from me, guys. Hopefully you learned something. Have a nice day. Bye.